Yes, Jamie, what have you seen this week that's caught your eye?
Well, I've actually seen probably one of the big films for the kids this weekend.
Okay.
And it's probably one of the big films for the kids this summer, actually. And it's by it's by the same people who did Despicable Me and the Minion films.
Oh, wow.
You must be a big fan of those.
Yeah.
Having a young daughter yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one is The Secret Lives of Pets.
Right, okay.
Now, do you ever, because you've got 2 cats yourselves.
I've got 2 cats.
Do you ever wonder what goes on when you leave the house?
Well, I imagine there's not a lot going on between those little furry ears. but I always say to one of them, you're in charge.
Yeah. So, you leave... everybody who's got a pet leaves them at home. You walk out the door, but do you ever wonder what actually goes on? What do they do all day? What goes on in their little minds, and what do they get up to? And this is the film that sort of answers that.
Okay.
And to be fair, it is very, very funny. Now, this is set in New York, and there is a little dog called Max who absolutely adores his owner. And it's voiced by Louis C.K., the very famous American comedian. Yep. And he's living the idyllic life. He is a centre of attention to his owner. All he does when she leaves, actually, is sit at the door and wait for her to come back. And that's his full day. But one day she comes back and she brings home another dog.
Oh dear. Called
Duke, played by Eric Stonestreet, who you might recognise from Modern Family.
Okay.
Yeah. And...
Oh, that's that guy that plays Cam.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
And, and he is an absolutely huge dog compared to Max, who's a little dog.
So does it kind of riff on the idea about whether you're a cat or a dog person?
Yes, it does as well. Yeah. So it plays.
Which one are you, Jamie?
Well, I have to say I'm a little bit of a cat person, and I think the clip that we've got coming up sort of tells you a little bit more about that.
Katie brought home a new dog from the pound. She said he's my brother. I don't want a brother, and I don't even have a bed now. I'm sleeping on the floor like a dog. Why would Katie do this to me?
Because she's a dog person, Max, and dog people do weird, inexplicable things, like they get dogs instead of cats.
Okay, please don't start now, Chloe. That is not helping.
Max, come on. I'm your friend. Okay, and as your friend, I gotta be honest with you. I don't care about you or your problems. But if you don't do something about this guy, and soon, your perfect little life with your dumb human is gonna be over. Forever.
Forever?
Forever, yeah. That's what I just... why is this mouse on my paw still?
Even though we can't see that, you get a sense of the characters they're playing.
You visualise a cat and you visualise a dog in your mind. And to be fair, and that's why it really, really works. Because these two, it's like a community of pets. They get together. They actually find a house what's empty and they know the owner's not coming back. And they have parties. It's really funny. There's a head-banging poodle in there who likes really heavy metal, grunge metal and head-banging stuff.
Is there a character in there that's a cat that says it doesn't speak, is mute, but just says it all through the eyes?
Oh, there is a cat played by Steve Coogan in there, who is one of those bald cats, who's a little bit freaky, but with a really strong British accent, as you'd expect from Steve Coogan. This is really, really good. But the person who steals it for me, there is a rabbit called Snowball, played by Kevin Hart, who you might have seen on Top Gear a couple of weeks ago. And he's brilliant. He steals the entire show because there's a lot of pets that have actually been lost by or taken or dumped, and they're like the underground of pets who actually live in the sewer. Because what happens to Max and Duke is they get picked up by animal control because they start getting into a fight and they escape and they lose the collars. I'm not spoiling anything. It's in the clip.
Okay.
And then they get broken out by Snowball and his crew of all these lost pets. But he is mad. He is completely mad. So imagine a mad, really cute, fluffy rabbit, and it is just madness, as you'd expect.
Do you know what? Can I say my one gripe though with this is that it's a PG.
Yes,
because there will be people thinking, well, they want to take how young could you have to be because a PG always worries me ever so slightly whether the tone of it is not going to be quite right for someone who's 5, like my little girl.
There is some little creepy bits in it. But as I say, the bald cat is a little bit strange and a little bit creepy. Okay. But and there is some little jump scares as you'd expect from it, because there's alligators in the sewers and all those urban myths from New York and everything like that. So maybe if they got on well with Zootropolis, which came out earlier on in the year, I think they'll be fine with that, because it's that can be that type of tone. But if there is a couple of little jumpy moments in it, but I'd recommend any kids, probably from 5 upwards. I would say
that's the Secret Life of Pets. Then Jamie clearly absolutely loves it.
Be a good boy, Leonard.